I look forward to those downtimes. I look forward to the place where I feel free, which is in a creative space. And I don't have to have any productivity goals or metrics or anything. Like I'm just kind of chipping away at like a little painting or a little floofy beading thing, right?
There is data and evidence to support the fact that being productive every day, all day is not productive. In fact, the most productive people have scheduled downtime. Hey, everybody, it's Bianca.
And it's Emilia.
Welcome to another episode of Evolve Ventures, where we are helping growth minded humans evolve by breaking one limiting belief at a time. We hope you enjoyed the last episode, 312, How to Navigate Jealousy. Oof. For today, 313, Motivation Monday, the top 3 habits to feeling more free. This is something that I think like every single one of my clients references at least once when we work together. It's like, I just want to feel free to do what I want. I want to feel free to live my life. I don't want to feel so bogged down. I don't want to feel so, it's usually in the opposite. So it's like, I don't want to feel this. I don't want to feel that.
Right.
And I think this is something that a lot of people are struggling with, this feeling like they don't really have a sense of control. They don't have a sense of autonomy and a sense of um like purpose
Hmm.
in their life. But I think more so it's the sense of freedom and the sense of autonomy that like you have control over your life and you get to choose what you do and don't do. And I think this is going to be really great for everyone listening to hear. Like, feeling free doesn't have to be this massive audacious endeavor. It's little habits, it's little things you do in the day to day, it's little things that you add and little things that you remove that will really make the biggest difference. And one of the first ones that I've known that's made a really big difference in my life is removing things that aren't serving me. So, like removing certain apps off of my social media, removing people off of my social media, not
Hmm.
engaging in activities or with people or places that aren't really serving me. That's been a huge one for me that has really allowed me to feel like my life is mine and I have
Yeah.
a sense of control over it.
Yeah, so true. As a matter of fact, and happy Monday to everyone. We're going to be recording this the week before the 4th of July. And I know we
Ooh.
have a global audience. So I know that not everyone celebrates or honors or recognizes 4th of July, but I want to pull that in because for those of you who did celebrate that, happy 4th of July after the fact. But more around this topic of freedom, because one of the reasons why I am proud to be an American is because that is embedded within our country. That is a value that our country embodies. And it's such a
Mhm.
personal value of mine as well. Same thing. A lot of clients that I have, when they don't feel as though they have the choice, whether it be around how they spend their time, energy, or money, that's when they start to get into the most conflict, most pain, most or least amount of fulfillment. So I would 1,000% agree when it comes to the digital hygiene. And as a matter of fact, I literally just got off of a coaching call that we went deep into this. So my second habit to add on top of what you had just said is delete the freaking apps that we don't use. It's kind of like going into your closet and seeing what clothes you hadn't worn in like the last, honestly, month. Now I get it. Trust me, I'm a woman, so my body expands and contracts based on my cycle. I understand that, right? And also amount of based on the amount of food that I'm intaking, so I do have to put that in there. But when it comes to our apps, sometimes we'll be in the habit of or impulsively, whether it be to escape or just for funsies, we'll download an app and then we'll use it once and then never again, right? And it just clogs up our unconscious mind and our digital hygiene. So, in addition to what you just said, this is what I took the client through. We went through her entire phone and I was like, what can be deleted? And she
Mm.
deleted like 45 freaking apps. And that's
45.
honestly, yes, but that's not crazy for me because I see that happening all the time. And even though you just had the reaction that you did, you're super dialed in. But, like, that's
What the
very
hell?
normal. That's very normal. Like, I want everyone to look at their phone and see what apps can you get rid of, because truth be told, it's just clogging up the vibesies that you're trying to have on the day to day and feel more free.
My name is Mandy, and I'm here to chat with you about group coaching with Evolve Adventures. I signed up for group coaching because I was looking to connect with other people who were going through similar struggles that I was. It was really nice to see that I was not the only person feeling the way I felt, having the thoughts that I was having, or having the same struggles. It was really empowering to be able to connect to other people, share our journeys, kind of just grow together and all of us are coming from so many different walks of life. And that's really what I think made group coaching such an amazing experience for me, because I definitely learn through stories and experiences. So getting to hear other people's perspectives and their experiences definitely helped me grow. Highly, highly recommend group coaching. It was so good.
I'm gonna gently call out one of my clients, and she's gonna know exactly who this is when I say this.
Perfect.
She was taking me. We were creating a budget for her. So we were doing like some
Nice.
behavioral stuff. Like, I'm not a financial planner by
Yeah,
any
yeah.
respect, but we were doing
Yeah.
more of like the behavior around purchasing decisions, and like
Ooh, love it.
the like behavioral analysis of finances and like purchasing. And she
Mhm,
went to go pull up something on her phone to show me, and she
mhm.
started dying laughing because I was like, "Can I tell you something? I hate when tabs are open." Everyone on the Evolve team knows this. I lose my shit when I see
Mhm.
people, when I see their screen and they have like 20 tabs open. So she goes, "Oh, you're not gonna like this." I'm like, "What'd you do?" She shows me her phone, and she has like a Samsung or something like that. And
Oh.
apparently when you have past like 75 tabs open, it just has a smiley face up at the top where the button was. And I was like, "Delete it right now." I'm like, "Get rid of it." I lost my shit. It was so funny.
That's hilarious.
Um, with that being said, tip tip number 3, as I'm like sweating
High
profusely
facts.
over the thought of her having these 75 tabs open.
I'm sweating at the fact that Samsung has
Oh
decided to
my
put a
god.
smiley face on that as opposed to, like, a dead
The
face, because
number?
you're Yes, what the heck? I
It
mean,
was
once it
so
gets
funny.
past 75, plant a tree at least, Jesus.
Oh my god. I was like, "Dude." She's like, "I know, I can't get rid of them." I'm like, "Why do you have so many tabs open?"
Yeah,
I'm
I've
like,
been
"Does
there.
your
I will
phone
say
work?" She's like,
that.
"Honestly, my phone is actually really slow." I'm like, "I wonder why.
Gee,
You have all your tabs open, you have all of these different apps open, like, your battery probably dies in 10 minutes." Equivalent to our brain. When you have
yeah,
too many BS things going on, your
mhm,
brain capacity is a lot lower.
you
So,
don't feel free. Mhm,
removing things, people, places, ideas, experiences that you don't need. Deleting apps. You don't need them. You don't need them. I promise you, if you delete the app, you won't even notice it's not there.
mhm,
And then what you can do, right? Because we're not just gonna remove, we're also gonna add. Tip number 3, start engaging in activities that you actually enjoy. And now I know a lot of people feel guilty for doing pleasurable activities. A lot of people feel very guilty for having quote unquote not productive time.
mhm.
If you need an excuse, say Bianca told you. There is data and evidence to support the fact that being productive every day, all day is not productive.
Mhm,
In fact, the most productive people have scheduled downtime. They have time set aside to where they're doing nothing, or they're engaging in pleasurable, fun activities, because it gets the creative juices flowing. And then they're able to actually engage in activities that they need to, the productive activities. Think of like charging your phone. Right?
yeah.
That R&R time, that pleasure time is like charging your phone. You can't use your phone if the battery's dead.
Facts, facts. One of the things that I've done for myself recently, really to embody this so that we're not just talking heads here, was a couple of months ago. I like finally like threw myself off the cliff and was just like, well, not actually, obviously I'm here, but like metaphorically,
What?
was
You
like,
did what?
we're just gonna get back into it. So I've always loved beading and like painting. And
Mm,
I got myself this like tiny little like cheap, but utility wise, it does the trick. Little cart that's like become my little craft cart. And so it's like
that's
a 2,
cute.
3-tier craft cart that I just have like all of these past paint stuff that I've had and my beading materials in it. And literally like now I have pulled that thing out more times than I can count so that I look forward to those down times. I look forward to the place where I feel free, which is in a creative space. And I don't have to have any productivity goals or metrics or anything. Like I'm just kind of chipping away at like a little painting or a little floofy beading thing, right? So whatever that is
Mm.
for you guys and for the listeners, like throw yourself off that metaphorical cliff of just embracing that. Really, that's what I meant. Embrace what it is that helped you feel free. Definitely do not throw yourself off of a
Please
cliff.
do
That is
not
not
jump off
what I
of a
am
cliff.
stating. Please know that I was speaking in metaphors. And um, we do have a disclosure on this. So-
If you or someone you know and or love is experiencing thoughts of self-harm, please reach out. We are
oh,
not
Jesus.
advocating for that. Oh
Definitely
my
not.
goodness.
Nope.
Okay. Anyways, if you are so Jesus Christ. If
I'm shaking
you're
my head. I'm
so
so sorry. That was not a good analogy. I'm embarrassed.
that was good. It was funny. You're good.
You
If
guys knew
you
what I
are
meant.
so you're like, please, dear God, I hope you know what I meant. Production team, please remove that. No, I'm just kidding. If you want more of this, of us being absolute clowns, and you want some growth thrown into the mix, because obviously, hello, you're here at Evolve. The
Mhm.
Evolve Ventures group coaching program is going to be starting July 25th. It is basically Emilia and I being clowns, giving you all of the goods in a really small group of people. It's only 10 people. And we are very selective about who we want in this group because we only want growth oriented people who are really incredible, just pure souls. And if you're a listener of this show, we know that's you. So, if that's something that you're interested in, it starts July 25th. And because you are listening to this show, you will get 20% off if you use the code Evolve Listener at checkout.
Mhm. The link to do so is in the show notes. In closing, my episode suggestion for you, if you liked this episode between Bianca and I's episode suggestion, you will have a path forward. 221, it's another Motivation Monday, a hot clip. This is an easy way to improve your mood. Bianca, what is yours?
236, how to live a life you love. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful week, and we will see you next time. Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.